Uh-oh. You hear that? That's the tea hitting the pavement. Over here on Word on the Curb, we don't sip, we spill. Word on the Curb, where the tea hits the pavement. Let's get into it. It's Angela, your favorite internet bestie, and we got the vibe. We rocking the housewives, politics, and celebrity gossip, all wrapped into one show. Hey, y'all, hey. Look, I had to do this from my iPad. Because I don't know, my computer is just doing something. So I got them side by side trying to figure out what the world is going on. But we here to talk about, oh Lord, I'm about to drop stuff. We here to talk about Angela and our girl Pinky. So both of my girls. So look, I ain't got my shit together. So y'all tell me exactly who you think won this verbal jousting, this sparring between the two ladies. Let me know who you think won. Because I think Angela won hands down. I'm like, where does Angela get all this from? I think that her and Charles, they sharpened their iron. They sharpened themselves together, honey, because I'm like, how does she think of these things? And I'm like, goodness, just to put all those things out there. I'm like, oh, shoot. I mean, Pinky tried to stand in a little bit, stand there and take up for the two Debbie Downers, and in the meanwhile got tossed to and fro. But I feel like Angela is very messy. She is the messy bone carrier. And she was stirring the pot. So I said, let me rewatch this scene, and maybe, because when you first watch it, that I rewatched it. I done seen the videos. I said, but I want to see what really, 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 really started this. So we just going to break it down a little bit. I'm going to do a little 1-2, and then I'm going to let y'all go. So let's see here. We start out with this tongue tango dance they did. And this tongue tango, goodness, it was everything. When I say everything, it was everything. It was all the stuff that we, you want to see. I like to see how quick-witted everyone is. And Angela is very quick-witted. So I'm going to say definitely Angela won, because Pinky resorted to calling her a bitch and then got up and then damn near cried. And so I said, damn, she lost. Because I ain't going to never let my ops see me cry. We're going to have a sparring session or whatever. So let's go over the video real quickly. So I'll play the video and then we'll take it from there. Let's see here. Shoot, let me see where else is it at. Shoot. Okay, here it goes.
I am a bad bitch.
Bad bitch that doesn't pay her bills. How many houses do you have?
You can never touch the money that I've got to touch in my lifetime.
I can throw a rock and hit 10 people.
Honey, multi-million-dollar business.
Multi-million-dollar bill.
I have a lot of money. My husband is paid.
I know employees.
Okay, turn your fan on.
I never cancel Christmas for my employees.
What are you talking about?
Baby, how you doing to cancel Christmas? You owe people.
What are you talking about?
You owe employees, baby.
I don't owe no employees.
You sure about that?
At all. How much do you owe your foreclosers?
I don't owe them anything.
They took them from you, baby.
You owe everybody from the people across the street.
I owe you a new lace front.
Okay, Mr. Clean, don't do it, Papa Smurf.
And I owe you some new veneers, okay? Because that overbite that you got going on
Girl,
right
not
there.
the way your teeth commingle.
I know you
The
ain't
incestuous teeth you got. Don't do that.
Oh my goodness. Pinky tried. She tried. She really tried to keep up, but Angela, I believe, is one of a kind. I can't help it. First of all, let's break this thing down. She said the way your teeth commingle. And I was like, because my it's got crowded as I got older. But the way your teeth commingle and the incestuous teeth. But the thing that took me out is she said I could throw one rock. Let's here we go again, honey. Let me play it again.
I am a bad bitch.
Bad bitch that doesn't pay her bills. How many houses do
Bitch,
you have
you can
left?
never touch the money that I've ever
I
touched
can
in
throw
my
a
lifetime,
rock
bitch.
and hit 10
No,
people.
Honey, multi-million-dollar business.
Multi-million-dollar
Bitch, you can't-
bills.
I have a lot of money. My husband is
I
paid.
know employees.
Okay, turn your fan on. You
I
sweating.
never
Turn your
cancel
fan on.
Christmas
You
for my
sweating.
employees.
What are you talking about?
Baby, how you doing the
Cancel
giveaway?
Christmas.
You
What are
owe
you
people.
What are you talking about?
You owe employees,
What are
baby.
you I don't owe no employees.
You sure about
At
that?
all. How much do you owe your foreclosers?
I don't owe them anything.
They took them from you, baby.
You owe everybody from the people across
So
the
what?
street.
I owe you a new lace front.
Okay, Mr. Clean, don't do it, Papa Smurf.
And I owe you some new veneers, okay? Because that overbite that you got going on
Girl,
right
not
there.
the way your teeth commingle.
I know you
The
ain't
incestuous teeth you got. Don't do that.
This rhetorical rumble that just happened, it was like a WWE wrestling match, a tongue wrestling match at that. Honey, they were arguing, and it turned around real quickly. But I am going to say that this tongue tangle happened because Portia asked, why was Angela looking that way? And they're at the dinner table. And Pinky says, say it with your chest. But Angela said that Pinky looks like she's bothered. And Pinky was like, I'm not bothered by you. She said, because you don't pose a threat to me. She said, nothing that you got on here to told, don't have me bothered. And it's not threatening to me, basically. And then Angela said, that's that insecurity screaming. Oh, some other things happen. And bitch. Everybody goes, bitch. And she goes, I'm a bad bitch. And that's when we get all to that going on. But she let her know, I'm not threatened by you. And like I was telling Brandy earlier, definitely Pinky doesn't feel threatened by Angela. I don't think she feels threatened by any of these women, other than the fact that she's on the show and she's a newbie. But she feels like what she says about Phaedra. The things that Phaedra was saying or whatever, she got a lot of stuff going on, is what she told. Looks like it was page 6. I'm not very sure who the people that was interviewing her, but she was like saying that's like basically Phaedra went in her tax bracket for her to worry about anything Phaedra got to say or something. It was to that point, not word for word. That's the way I took it. I'm like, oh, so she's a little bit elitist because she said her husband's rich. And she's letting you know that I don't think none of you hoes can fuck with me as far as when it comes financially. Now, how she works out on the show, I don't know. But, she tried it with Angela. And if I was going to verbal spar with anybody, I probably would have did. I would have chose Phaedra other than, because, Phaedra, she's going to say it under her breath. Kind of, She's not going to do like Angela. Cause let me see if I can find the one from last year with Angela. Oh, goodness. Did I delete that one? Here's some of Angela's work. I think, yeah, here we go.
Of a good guy. You receive what you give. Let's talk about it. What's happening? I think the profit might have been spot on a little bit. What do you think?
A little what? Did you have something you want to tell me? Because the energy.
Was the profit spot on for everybody? Do you not read the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Calm down. That big ass mouth, I should be able to
Big ass mouth?
Yeah.
It sounds like you need to use that mouth more often. Okay.
Oh, I do. Not as much as yours with the stretch marks around it. You got mouths on your mouth. I'm married. What? You are good. They call for Big Bird.
Big Bird energy, honey. Big Bird energy.
Did she wear yellow again?
She wore yellow. There's no way. But the way
She
that
did.
before we even do that,
She wore yellow again.
The way that Ange gave it to Britt, I know I love a good read and I respect it. The lady said you got stretch marks on your mouth. What? Angela!
It sounds like you need to use that mouth more often. Okay.
Oh, I do. Not as much as yours with the stretch marks around it.
Angela, I apologize right now for anything I've said and done
No,
to you.
seriously.
Because the way that Britt mouth started trembling when she said that, say it to me. Say it to me, I'm gonna do it.
And you got stretch marks on your mouth. Baby, they was stretching like this.
That was the video I did last year. But you see, Angela ain't no joke. She is not no one to fuck with. And see, we couldn't verbal spar because I can't crack. I call it cracking. I can't do that's something, that's a unique art that she's doing. I cannot do that. Most people cannot do that. And she's quick with it. My dad and my husband and my son are good at it. I could not. Because it's comical. We're learning different ways to put these words together. The way I wonder if Angela can rap. I bet she can. I was like, damn, girl. So, when the back and forth was happening, right? So, Pinky says, I owe you a lace front and you can kiss my ass. She talked about you needed Pinky said that Angela needed some new veneers with that 4-bite. She said, I know you ain't talking the way your teeth was commingling. And the incestuous teeth. I'm like, damn. Oh, girl got a big vocabulary too. Then Pinky gets up to try to do a walk-off. And then Drew calls it a Uno reverse. It sat back down. I'm like, girl, let me break it down one more time. Here we go.
I am a bad bitch.
Bad bitch that doesn't pay her bills. How many houses do you have
you can
left?
never touch the money that I've got to touch in my lifetime.
I can throw a rock and hit 10 people.
Honey, multi-million-dollar business.
Multi-million-dollar bill.
I have a lot of money. My husband is paying.
I know employees.
Okay, turn your fan on.
I never cancel Christmas for my employees.
What are you talking about?
Baby, how you doing the
Cancel
giveaway?
Christmas.
You owe people.
What are you talking about?
You owe employees, baby.
I don't owe no employees.
You sure about that?
At all. How much do you owe your foreclosers?
I don't owe them anything.
They took them from you, baby.
You owe everybody from the people across the street.
I owe you a new lace front.
Okay, Mr. Clean, don't do it, Papa Smurf.
And I owe you some new veneers, okay? Because that overbite that you got going on
Girl,
right
not
there.
the way your teeth commingle.
I know you ain't
The incestuous teeth you got. Don't do that.
Angela won hands down. I mean, Pinky put up a good struggle, but I mean, the commingling teeth, and I could throw that rock and hit 10 people you owe. I'm like, damn. She said, you got to stay ready. She said she ain't got to get ready. She going to stay ready. I don't know if she rehearsed her reads or whatever she was going to do or how she put them together. But honey, because sometimes I think when I get very upset or whatever, I might start stumbling on words. I might start stuttering. Girl, no. Angela, they just flowed out of her mouth. They flowed. And I'm like, damn. She seems like one who played the Dirty Dozens at school. Honey, I don't know what her situation was coming up, but honey, she said she stay ready. She ain't got to get ready. She on ready. So then it gets to the situation where they're talking about somehow she makes the statement about Angela not being what she's interested in, and that Angela is too sweaty for her. It's something like that. Something this what this got to do with that lady in the basement. But she says she's too sweaty for her. And then she says, Angela tells her, you're not that attractive. And Pinky said, well, if you take off the lip, the wig, the lashes, then what you look like, she said, what you would look like or something like that. And then she goes, Damon, a boy, or, the Damon thing comes from Friday. And was it Friday After Next? Or whatever, one of the Fridays, whatever Cat Williams is in. And she goes, something about your husband doesn't even like you or something to that effect. And she said, well, something about a woman, her wife in the basement. Pinky got a book come out talking about the wife in the basement or something. So I like to know what this all, I mean, I guess she's going to do like Candy and capitalize off of it. I don't know. But they took it to hell, like Portia said. They took it to hell. Honey, the pizza hell. But it was good because they just went back and forth. Then Pinky goes, I didn't want to argue with you, Angela. Angela said, if we could take it back, I was just saying your tone was aggressive. They went to hell real quick, fast, and in a hurry. And they all got back together at the end. So I didn't spot that coming, when we seen the promo for this week's episode. Last week was like, what they get into it for? Because it seemed so way out of left field. Why would they be arguing? And it just went that way so quickly. From what? Angela stirring the pot saying that Pinky was bothered. And Pinky was like, bothered by who? Because it seems like, she came back and was questioning the picking of the rooms to Cynthia. And as I listened to other people talk, I said, oh, this is why everybody on edge, because there's only supposed to be so many housewives and somebody's going to become the friend of. Okay. So because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because I'm like, we done seen these housewives have some terrible, not terrible, but unpleasant accommodations, especially like Giselle and oh God, what is her name? Giselle. Oh God, I'm seeing her face. I can't think. The other green-eyed bandit. Her. Robin. And, they actually left. And I feel like this, yes. If I have an issue with these accommodations that we're staying at, if they're that bad, then yeah, you can leave and, show up. But I definitely would have went to the dinner. Now, some other people said they probably wouldn't have went, but I would have went to the dinner because I would have used somebody else's shower. I would have and got myself, together to, be there and be all fabulous. Yes, I would have done that. I wouldn't have been the ones just sitting down by the pool and setting myself aside where it looks like optically, it looks like you guys are, not on the, what Portia said, on the wrong road to being ousted. That's what it looked like. So you need to be there in the thick of things, and you could have brought your situations up at the dinner table. Kelly could have brought up the fact that she, whatever her issue is with Portia, about Portia saying that she know for a fact that she messed with a married man. Shamia, if she has an issue with someone, she could have brought it up at the table. And that's where we could have got the stuff all out. All minds, all hearts are clear, like Portia was saying, so we can all have a good time, get this power out and move on. And I like that Angela and Pinky were able to take it to hell and then bring it back, honey. We brought it back. So definitely, like I said, Angela is the MVP. But she's messy. Because we like her, but she's messy, but when she says her mess in front of everyone. But she's messy because just like Kelly has said, she's gonna run it back and tell it. Whatever, cause so to expect that out of her. Whatever you saying about someone else, she's definitely gonna go back and tell. Just like she had told Portia exactly what Kelly has said. So whatever you gonna talk shit about somebody, you might as well don't do it around Angela, because Angela is gonna bring it back. She gonna run that mug back, honey. And she don't care. I'm 6 foot tall, honey. What you gonna do? I'm gonna run it back because I know how to play this game over here. Yeah, she acting like an OG for real, because she's keeping she moving the story along, and she's stirring the pot too. She is. And I felt like the pressure that she was pressing on Pinky is the reason, Angela was calm with it. But she was pressuring Pinky, and Pinky, I guess, who are you to question me about being bothered or not? And I'm definitely not bothered by anything you got on. I said, damn. She said, here you go making it personal. Pinky, you should have stood down there. I mean, even if you couldn't have came up with it quick with it, I wouldn't have got up and told nobody to kiss my ass. Like doing like Dr. Heavenly, kiss my ass and climb a tree. But you could have, I would have still, kept saying whatever I was going to say. But I would not have did the thing where you're going to feel butthurt because, you brought up my situation about my business. And it was like, I don't give a fuck. Because that's, when we spar, I'm going to we taking it to hell, and I ain't going to give a fuck either. I ain't going to be able to do like Angela, but I'm going to do some things. And the funny part about it is she didn't know how to take it. She didn't. That Mr. Clean and Papa Smurf took me out. The best one, the best line was the I can throw a rock and hit 10 people you owe. I'm like, damn. I mean, your mind just thinking that stuff that quick? Or is you sitting back, let me have this tucked in the chamber. Let me think about all the reads I can give. Maybe I don't know who she could have had him for, but other than, because these seem custom fit for Pinky. That's what it seemed. These were customly for her. Oh my God. I don't know, Charles and her, I bet you they have a good old time doing the dances on each other. Because that seemed like he's her sparring partner. Am I lying? It's all in love. But I'm definitely going to say Angela won. this. And, you know, Pinky, I feel like a lot of people are coming at Pinky to be unwarranted on some things. Pinky, to me, she does have these women are definitely alpha women. You know, even you have to be some kind of alpha woman to be on the show. And I think she's strong-minded. She says she gives off a male energy, you know. So I think that you know, she says she's a bad bitch. Yeah, you are a bad bitch. You know, you look what you did. She's done, you know, great things financially. You know, she's having a little bit of setback, but I'm pretty sure she's going to do well, and she's young. Now, I didn't realize that she was as young as she is. I'm like, oh, okay, because she's getting a little older to me, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, I wouldn't have never looked at Pinky and thought she was way younger than the other ladies. You know, some women look younger than they are, and some look a little older. I would say that. K. Michelle to me is giving mother hen. She is to me. Just watching this show, and I've never seen her on anything else, other than the fact that I know that she used to deal with R. Kelly. So I assume she was older than that, but she wasn't. I mean, god dang, he probably what? He's got to be like 57, 58, somewhere in there. And she is 44. I would have thought she was that young. Not that she looks any kind of way differently, you know, not attractive, but to me, she gives older. That's the air that she gives. She gives older. I would have definitely, if I didn't know K. Michelle, I would have definitely thought she was 50. Easily. But, you know, other than the fact that she's saying that she wants a baby, but I would have thought she was definitely older than Portia. I would the air about her is giving older to me. It just is. Her whole aesthetic is older than those ladies. But I mean, that was a good verbal sparring, though. It was that jousting. They was doing this with the tongue, and I mean, Angela's just a pro at it. And I do kind of wish that we could have witnessed her go up against some of the OGs. For real. Like her and Nene battling it out. Because one thing, I don't think Angela's afraid to say anything to anyone. You know, you come for her. Ooh, that would have been good if her and damn, I can't even think of her name. Kenya would have had a sparring session. Oh my God, it would have been awesome. So, you know, y'all let me know. I know most people are saying, you know, Angela won. But I do feel like Angela was, you know, the one kind of egging this thing on to the point that Pinky couldn't take it. So that's what started the back and forth to me. That's what I believe, what started it. And Angela damn sure finished it and became, I mean, it was great TV. Great TV. I don't think that the wordplay that she does, I mean, God, the incestuous tea. Girl, what made you think of those things? I would have thought of that in a million years. I mean, the shade. You're going to have everybody looking at Pinky, trying to see. I didn't see anything wrong with her teeth. Shit, my teeth are more crowded, way crowded than hers. So I felt, oh, am I getting, am I catching some strays? So yeah, that's my thoughts on who won, who started it, and who finished it, and how they brought it back to where we're gonna be able to, you know, have a good time and not even try to you know, keep, relive this. So hopefully they'll, the next day, her and Angela probably laugh about it. But let me know what you think the best jab was. For me, it was I could throw the rock and hit 10 people you owe. I'm like, damn. Angela, girl, you got it, honey. Because I've been like, you got it. You got it. So everyone is there. The women are there. And hopefully, I know the next episode, we're going to have something about scissoring and Portia and Kelly. It's going to be an awkward scissor, wouldn't it? Somebody's real short and the other one's real tall. I'm just playing. I don't know. I guess some two parts of whatever. But yes, those are my thoughts on the verbal sparring. That the best quote of the night was that I could throw a rock and hit the 10. I would say Pinky's body language, she kind of, cowed down and almost cried. Voice got to shaking. I'm like, girl. And she said, I don't give a fuck about you. Basically, I don't give a fuck about your business, honey. That's what Angela said. Girl, if I'm in one of them sessions, you ain't about to never see me cry. I might laugh at some of the stuff you done got me on, but I think, I don't know why Pinky is she's going through a bankruptcy or trying to do it. Maybe that's why she's so on edge. I think I would have been like, girl, when she started asking me those questions, I'm like, girl, I ain't even trying to. Because, when you kind of next, go to the next or whatever, then that kind of stops. We won't have to be sitting here through, girl, because you see, you giving them bothered, you giving bothered, you're giving that you're insecure. She was saying those words, and I guess it was triggering. So she just caught her a bitch. And I like that Angela, was very calm with it. And she had her hands going like this and stuff. The jousting was great. I loved it. And what Phaedra said, they're the same person. They both broke. I said, damn. So this was a showdown of the great minds, the witty people, the quick-witted people. They played a game of verbal chess. The banter bout they had, I call it a tongue tangle. They tongue tangled and danced. But Angela was able to dip. Dip Pinky ass all the way down, honey. Let me dip you down. So those are my thoughts on that. So let me come in here. I'm trying to build up this algorithm. So as you come in, please like, comment. Because, we're trying to build this page back up. Honey, what just came off tax season. I still ain't even did my own goddamn on taxes. But that had me so wore out, strung out. So, it is what it is. So I'm back and trying to be back and popping. So these are some of the things that I was thinking, about that verbal banter they didn't have between the two of them. And how Angela is a wordsmith and she was able to put together incestuous teeth. They're commingling teeth. I loved it. Every inch of it. So with that being said, we're going to do it one more time here. I'm going to do her greatest hits. So we're going to start from last year, honey. Last year when she was wearing out dang old Brit. Look, if I can find it, god dog, I can't see shit. Where is it at? Oh, goodness. Look, I can't see. Here we go. Here's last year. Her and Britt.
I'm in need of a good vibe.
You receive what you give.
Let's talk about it.
What's happening? I think the profit might have been spot on a little bit. What do you think?
Girl, what? Did you have something you want to tell me? Because the energy.
Was the profit spot on for everybody? Do you not read the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Britt, calm down. That big ass mouth, I should be able to
Big ass mouth?
Yes.
It sounds like you need to use that mouth more often.
Oh, I do. Not as much as yours with the stretch marks around it. You got mouths on your mouth. I'm married. Britt, you are good. They call for Big Bird.
Big Bird energy, honey. Big Bird energy. Did she wear yellow again?
She wore yellow. There's no way. But the way
She
that
did.
wait, before we even do that,
She wore
the
yellow
hold
again.
on. The way that Ange gave it to Britt, I know I love a good read and I respect it. The lady said you got stretch marks on your mouth. What? Angela!
It sounds like you need to use that mouth more often.
Oh, I do. Not as much as yours with the stretch marks around it.
Angela, I apologize right now for anything I've said and done
No,
to you.
seriously.
Because the way that Britt mouth started trembling when she said that, say it to me. Say it to me, I'm gonna do it.
And you got stretch marks on your mouth. Baby, they was stretching like this.
Yes, Angela is lethal. That tongue is lethal than a mother. I enjoy it. like I said, where I'm from, we call it cracking. They call it reading. But honey, I need to get on the reading rainbow because this is just awesome. So here is the beef between the two.
I am a bad bitch.
Bad bitch that doesn't pay her bills. How many houses do you have?
You can never touch the money that I've
I
ever touched
can
in
throw
my
a
lifetime.
rock and hit 10 people.
Honey, multi-million-dollar business.
Multi-million-dollar bill.
I have a lot of money. My husband is
I
paid.
know employees.
Okay, turn your fan on. You
I
sweating.
never cancel Christmas for my employees.
What are you talking about?
Baby, how you doing the
Cancel
giveaway and you
Christmas. What are
owe
you
people?
What are you talking about?
You owe employees,
What are
baby.
you I don't owe no employees.
You sure about that?
At all. How much do you owe your foreclosers?
I don't owe them anything.
They took them from you, baby.
You owe everybody from the people across
So
the
what?
street.
I owe you a new lace front.
Okay, Mr. Clean, don't do it, Papa Smurf.
And I owe you some new veneers, okay? Because that overbite that you got going on
Girl,
right
not
there.
the way your teeth commingle.
I know you
The
ain't got
incestuous teeth you got.
They
Don't
very
do
bad.
that.
Oh, Angela girl. She ain't to be messed with. I would have loved to see her and Kenya go back and forth. Her and Nene go back and forth. Oh my goodness. That would have been just awesome. Yeah, that co-mingling, honey. Co-mingling. That, you said Drew was looking pretty. She did, because on the way there, I thought, oh, what in the heck kind of hair unit she got on? But yeah, she looked very nice at the dinner table. I thought she looked very pretty. But yes, Angela is going to be probably the MVP again this season. Because the show in the hell ain't K. Michelle. I would say that. It's definitely not her. It's not. It's not. Yes, absolutely. It's not. She's like I told Brandy, I have never. Okay, botch. It's not needed. Yes, like I told Brandy, I never watched Love and Hip Hop, so I've never seen K Michelle shake the tables. So what I'm seeing here as a new viewer to her, because the only way I do know of K Michelle is through music. So I'm looking at this. She definitely, if anybody's giving friend up, it's her and Phaedra to me. Oh, I didn't miss nothing. You know, everybody was, from watching other YouTubers and everybody talking about K Michelle, like she was supposed to give so much. I don't know what she's going to, she can give a shit to me, and as her being a newbie, I felt like she should have been at that damn dinner table. Definitely. So she should have been right on over there. Me personally, I would have been. I guess I'm the kind of person I can get done up and wear all the makeup, but normally every day I don't wear it. But I can get done up, and if I'm done down, I'm gonna sit where I need to sit, honey. You just believe it. But I don't know. Who we say is the Mr. Grease is boring. She better be lucky Candy left. I don't know. Phaedra, she's not giving us anything either. I mean, she's not. Her confessionals, she have her little claps in, but I like to see her, you know, check in, clock in. We didn't get nothing from her, just like on Married to Medicine. We didn't get nothing. And I'm like, why is she here? But I guess if I had to do shit and they pay me a big damn check, I guess maybe I'll play it safe too if they let me. I don't got to show you my life. I can do what the fuck I want to do. Go, ooh, child. Child. I can do all that too, yeah. And walk around and prance and whatever. But yeah. So that is my thoughts. My thoughts is that Angela won, and my thoughts is that Angela was stirring the pot. She had Pinky bothered. But the funniest part to me is when Pinky has almost, her voice started trembling and she was about to cry. And she's like, you talked about my businesses. And so I don't give a fuck what you say here. I'll admit, the past EP was funny and with Phaedra. But otherwise lackluster. Yeah, she is. She's not giving anything, so she better pick it up. So from what I was understanding, listening to other YouTubers talk, the reason why, well, Rodney the Voice, he was saying that the reason why maybe these women are on edge is maybe they're feeling like whoever got banished out there to the pool house and everything, maybe those are going to be the ones who would have to be friend of instead of becoming the, peach holder. So everybody kind of is on the chopping block and everybody should be clocking in. But I guess Phaedra said my position is, honey, I already got the position, so I ain't got to worry about it. So the newbies is worried about it, I guess. Because I just didn't understand the whole thing about the pool house. And to me personally, other than that, the cleanliness, I'm like, cool. I'm in a bigger space. So everybody else have to, share whatever living quarters they're in there in a smaller bedroom. I don't know. I wouldn't have tripped, and I'm right next to the pool. I ain't got that far to go. So I don't know. But yeah, that's what I got. Angela, she's funny. She's quick with it. But Pinky, she tried to stay in there. One thing's for certain. What? One thing's for certain. Cynthia Bailey's spot is definitely secure. And she is well like, yes. She the mother hen around there, honey. She's the one supposed to keep the women together. She's the glue, I guess, the peacemaker. But honey, I don't know. We didn't need a K Michelle. And Phaedra, I guess, is there for nostalgia. I don't know. But that's all I got. Let me get on off here and take my butt on the bed. But thank you for chatting with me, DNYC. And you have yourself a great night. I seen you on the live with giving you the real tea. That's one of my favorite YouTubers to watch. So good night. And I'll talk to you guys later. You're welcome. Uh-oh. You hear that? That's the tea hitting the pavement. Over here on Word on the Curb, we don't sip, we spill. Word on the Curb, where the tea hits the pavement. Let's get into it. It's Angela, your favorite internet bestie, and we got the vibe. We rocking the housewives, politics, and celebrity gossip, all wrapped into one show.